Hello and welcome to the birthday gift. This message is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Or if you felt led to this message, there's something here for you. So I'm using, y'all message coming out real quick. I'm using the Pagan Tarot, okay? So some of you have gotten to a place where you're just comfortable and loving it, being independent, maybe even being single, or just being alone. Like spending time alone for some of you has become your best or your favorite pastime. Okay, that's where I'm going here. There's another card that slid over there. Because it's allowing you to expand on your own terms, right? This is like creating for yourself. This is seeing where you're being led and planning for it, right? That's what she's doing. And if you need to change your plans in the middle of planning, you can do that. So some of you may be doing things you're not sharing, not because you're being secretive, but because it's not really necessary. There's something here about finding peace on your own, and creating a comfortable life for yourself on your own terms, right? Nine of Pentacles, Three of Wands. So let's see what this is here. Four of Swords. Yes, some of y'all are literally, you're not allowing anyone in your space. So I see you spending a lot of time alone. You've withdrawn, you've retreated. I mean, she lays there with the sword. You've cut a lot of things out. And for others looking in, they may think you're lonely. They may think you're isolating yourself. Like for me, I'm getting this feeling of hermit mode here, but healthy. It's actually helping you, right? So if you haven't done this yet, this may just be some advice on what might be helpful for you with the next phase of your life, okay? Because this Nine of Pentacles, she's there and she's enjoying herself, okay? So let's see what else comes out here for you all. We're getting multiple cards here. Elder of Swords, nice. Okay, some of you have really gotten to a place where you're able to control your thoughts. You're creating with positive thinking. You've been able to clear your mind here. You've been able to really detach from anything that's not helpful. The Elder in this deck is equivalent to the King in the traditional decks, but the meanings are a little different. And this tells me you've reached a space where you've, it's like you've gotten to a level of understanding when it comes to how you process information, receive information, how you communicate it out. You've achieved a very high level in that. So now you're actually at the point where you can teach others through your own living. I hear this dog barking. Let me pull the next card. The Initiate of Swords. You have the Initiate and the Elder. I feel like there's something they want me to pay attention to this. So it's interesting. He's holding the sword. The Elder is holding the crooked sword. The Initiate, which is the equivalent of the Queen of Swords, is holding the sword that's not dented, okay? This sword that he has that's dented, it tells me that he delivers hard truths that people may not want to hear. Or the things that are said some of you may be used to say the things that others won't say. My goodness, they're even standing at the same tree. There's something about this. They're standing in the same location, right? Even the birds behind them are still there. They're just posing in a different way. But the branches behind them are exactly the same. There's something about being able to deliver things both in a soft manner and in a hard manner. Some of you have learned to balance your mental. Okay, so it's like there's some type of maturity that has occurred when it comes to your mental capacities here. I mean, with the elder and the initiate, there's something here. Let's see what else we got. 8 of Swords. Wow. So, some of you may have just gotten yourself out of something that you didn't realize what you were getting yourself into. Okay, it's like some kind of agreement being made here. They're shaking hands, but the person who's tied up don't know what's happening, is not aware that there's an agreement, there's something happening, but you're not aware. So some of you all, this could actually be happening right now. So they're trying to get you to pull your energy back and get a clearer understanding of something. Because you may be about to agree to something and you don't realize what you're putting yourself into. So that is one message I'm getting. I'm getting that strongly. Some of you may just be seeing something in the way you want to see it, right? His sword is straight. This is the initiate. She's looking at that sword. It's straight. So some of you may only think about the side that you want to see. But there's some kind of hard truths here. And some of you, it may not be delivered until after you make this agreement. That's when you find out. That's when you learn it's communicated to you after you make the agreement. So there's something that somebody needs to, you need to closely look at this. Some of y'all, money is involved, so you might end up losing some money. You're at that space where you can really, really understand things at a higher level. So I feel like time alone will be helpful. I'm not getting anything to be fearful of, because whatever this is, you'll be able to handle it. But there's something you might want more information on first. So it's kind of like telling you, be vigilant, right? Be aware. Okay? That's what I'm getting so far. Let me see what else comes out. Yeah. They're saying go slow. My goodness. All these swords, y'all getting all these swords because something might blow up. And it might take time for you to be able to get yourself back to where you were. This is 6 of Swords. We got 8 of Swords. We got the Elder and the Initiate of Swords. We got 4 of Swords here. I need to see what else comes out here. 6 of Wands. Well, there could be a victory in this. You know what? This can go any way. This can be a lesson that you learn from, or This could be something that you're very victorious in. Whatever it is, it feels very risky. So this is something they kind of want you to really get all the information that you can on it. You need to, yeah, some of y'all, you need to really learn as much as you can about this. Okay, whatever this is. Because it can, listen, I'm not getting a bad energy here. Well, 3 of Swords is here. Another sword. And 3 of Swords tells me this is something you will have to heal. Some of you, this may have already occurred. You're learning from something that has happened. It's made you more aware. You receive information more carefully now. Others of you, this is something else. I have to tell you, it feels like a gamble, but it feels like it's worth it. Because there's a victory here. And the Elder of Swords is right above this. It's going to take you to the highest level of understanding. Some of you, you've already experienced this. I'm going to actually do another row for y'all because I have time. Okay. This, with these swords being pink, for some of y'all, this is dealing with romance. Okay. Let me do another shuffle here. Virgo. What else for Virgo, please? What else for Virgo? Judgment. Oh my God. Yep. This is tricky because this is actually how you're going to know how much you've grown. That's what this feels like. This is almost like we're trying to move you up to the Elder of Swords from the Initiate. But in order to get to this highest level of understanding, and once you reach the Elder of Swords, that means you're a teacher. You can teach from what you learn. So judgment is here. And judgment says, this is going to be something you get to sit down, you evaluate, you assess what happened. You truly, truly, truly try to understand every bit and piece of what you experience so that you can learn from it. Some of you may actually, get a therapist or have a spiritual advisor or someone to advise you, or get some advice from someone you trust here. And you're going to have some kind of higher level of understanding, and it's you who judge. It's you who judge your decisions. So this is like taking responsibility for what occurred because you understand the role you play in it. So this feels like they're trying to take y'all to another level, a higher level. Wow. Yeah. It's a higher love for some of y'all. Ace of Cups. So there's something here about you've experienced it all. Some of you have already reached this level. You've gone through, it's like you understand all the nooks and crannies of relationships. You've gotten stuck. You've gotten stuck in things that you didn't realize you were getting yourself into. You've gone through things where you took your time and it still blew up in your face. You've gone through the time where you just learned to love yourself. and be at peace in that. Many of you, you've had to even, remove yourself out of the dating scene and like, I'm done with love. And some of you have even gotten to that place where you've gotten a victory. Others, you're still at a place where you've been hurt and you're heartbroken. So it's like, as you experience all of this and you understand where you went wrong, what has happened, how you can maybe call in exactly what you deserve, you sit here in peace and you're loving it and you're understanding it, right? So some of you may be about to receive some kind of message here, 8 of Wands, some type of communication. And for some reason, it feels like it's a communication of value here, this money. It's going to bring some type of emotional offer. It's higher. It's a higher level. It's a better offer than what you've experienced in the past. I mean, I see the 2 dolphins there, which is like in the 2 of Cups. Some of you, it's coming from a higher. Dolphins are considered one of the most intelligent. It's like dolphins and whales are like 5-dimensional beings that we can touch, that live here in the 3D. When it comes to energy, they're one of the highest level of energy. And it's coming out of the water. So this tells me some of y'all are calling in some true love here. Because you've allowed yourself to experience like all sides of it. So you're understanding it from a higher space. So if you're at that place and you're not sure if you're ready for love, if you love who you are and you're content with where you are and what you've gone through, and you feel like you learned lessons and you're no longer in the space of, I need to protect what I've created, but you feel like you're ready to share. You're ready to share. You're the Elder of Swords. Share what you've learned. You're sharing. Some of you, you are the advisor. You are the teacher that's helping others make better decisions in their life. Judgment. Helping others assess how they're doing things. There's some type of higher love, higher offer of emotional fulfillment coming in. You have the Novice of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Some of you, you're just drop dead gorgeous, aren't you? The Novice tells me, because this is equivalent to the Knight, this tells me you're committed. You're ready. So this is like, you're ready. Some of y'all are ready for commitment. You're ready to take action towards something that you can, it's like you're ready to see evidence for all the hard work that you've put in already. Right? The seasons are changing. She has a bowl of fruit here. And it looks like she's in autumn. That's the theme of this. She's focused on the pentacle in her hand. She's trusting. She's allowing. Everything is flowing on her. So it's time for a season change, right? Some of you, it's time for you to get out of the hermit mode because you have the higher understanding. You obsess. So there's some new love, or some of you, if it's not love, it's emotional fulfillment, something that's going to make your heart flutter, right? 5 of Pentacles. Wow. This to me is not feeling like you have enough. They're in line. It looks like they're in line at a bank. And she has this pentacle in her hand. So some of you, this could actually just be in line with a treasure in your hand, but not feeling like that's enough. So you may be about to ask for a loan. You may be at a pawn shop about to ask how much you can get for it. There's something about not feeling like I have enough here. 5 of Pentacles. Wanting more. Let's see what the last card is. Novice of Wands. Wow. Y'all got every single level on your spread. No, that's not true. You don't have the elementals, which is equivalent to the page. You have the novice twice. We have the novice of wands. Novice of wands, action. It's time to go after what you're passionate about. So we have 2 novices. Some of you, someone may be about to take action towards you. Y'all have the 5 of Pentacles between you. So there's some of you, maybe actually there's someone in your environment who's taking action. But you stand here with the pentacle in your hand. So this feels like, with Ace of Cups right next to it, some of you, there's someone in your environment, you don't think they're enough. You don't think they're it. You don't think, it's like you have this pentacle in your hand, but then you want to go trade it in because you want more. That's what I'm getting here. And then we have the Novice of Wands. This is someone who's, they have some type of desire, some flame within them. They're ready to take action. This is like the Knight of Wands, but it's a different meaning though. There's like a flame here. He's focused on it. There's something, there's someone who, there's passion here. It just doesn't feel like it's enough for somebody. Judgment. Let's see what Judgment. Oh, I see a card turned around. I didn't see it before, but I see the Two of Swords here. Just know that there's something, some of you, you may be over, I'm getting overstanding something. You're trying to overstand something. You're trying to understand it to its highest level, but you already have the understanding that you need. So it's like overstanding it to the point where you're not allowing it to happen. That can cause this. So it's like you need to stand in it. You don't need to understand. You don't need to overstand. You need to just stand. That brings this, oh my gosh, it's a liberation. So somebody's coming from some kind of heartbreak here. Some kind of disappointment, something didn't go right for someone. And now they're getting some kind of new passion. And they're ready to take action on it. So I'm getting like a storyline of 2 people. They're both coming from different places in their life. So 2 of Swords turned around. So I'm feeling like some of you, if you're dealing with blocks, right, it's something you don't see. Ace of Wands is at the bottom. Something needs action. Someone doesn't see something. Their eyes are covered. So some of you may be working through this trauma where you jumped into something and you didn't realize you were getting yourself into it. So any blocks, any stagnation is due to that trauma. It needs to be healed here. It needs to be healed. Those who have those who have truly assessed, it's now you're allowing. You're going slow. You're being aware. You're the Elder of Swords. But this time you want something of true value, not something that you're going to have to trade in or go asking for more. So action, I'm getting action is needed. Someone's going to take action. It could be you, it could be someone else. Some kind of action is needed here. I'm actually not going to pull any more cards. We're going to get some soul cards. Some kind of action. That's how they want me to leave this. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be said, communicated. Because this can actually grow. There's an opportunity for growth in whatever you're experiencing. Action. And for many of you, it's love. Ace of Cups here. Ooh, I got some cards that fell on the floor. Give me a sec. There's 4 cards. I'm going to take them, okay? Okay, so you're protected. You are actually enveloped in love and light energy here. So you being called to trust. You're going to have to trust here. Some of y'all, there's some action being taken towards you, or you're being called to take some action, and just know that there's a shield of protection around you. And it's high frequency energy protecting you here. You're being nurtured, you're being cared for, you're being looked after, looked over. Some of y'all, you're going to have to get yourself out of this. So I'm seeing someone who feels like they're in a hole, but they look up and they can see that there's a way to get out of it. But it's just going to take some action. You can't just sit there looking up. You're going to have to start making your way up to the top. So something needs some kind of effort. Somebody needs to try harder. And this could be you. See, now I can turn this around. Let me see. No. Some of you, yeah, you're trying to understand something too much. It's like you're not allowing yourself to experience. You're trying to it's like someone who's transforming. I'm looking at this image here, and I'm getting somebody who you are actually transforming into higher frequency. But there's something here about not really trusting it. So you even question your transformation. Like there's that kind of energy. So you're ready, but then you question yourself, am I ready? So it's like, yes, I'm ready. But then as soon as the change starts happening, you're like, I don't know if I can do this. That's the energy I'm getting here. So even with this, like when we look at it this way, this is someone who wants to get out of the hole because they know that the sun is shining up there. But this will take some effort. It's going to take some action. Now, if I turn it around, I don't know if someone's about to get themselves into something and they don't trust that. It's almost like you can jump in, but you're like, but what if this and what if that? That's what's coming up here. And some of you, they're trying to tell you you are protected, you're loved. So somebody's trauma is dictating how they take action. Someone's trying to really not let something like this happen again, but that in itself is a restriction, okay? All right, let's look at this one. Yeah, you're out. You're going to get out. Oh my God, this is beautiful. You're going to be taken out. This tells me you're going to be safe. You're going to come out of this hole. You're going to come out. And it's when you're ready to take the action. It's when you're saying, I'm ready. Because the novice is someone who's like, I'm ready for evidence for all the work that I've done, so I'm going to take the action. And something within me desires this. There's something within me that's telling me to go for it, so I'm going to go for it. And some of y'all may have someone around you who feels this way about you. But this tells me you're going to come out of this hole. You see? And it's like you're going to be born again. So this actually is going to require you to trust this. That's what I'm getting here, okay? So some of you are letting go of trust issues, and you're at that point where it's time to take action to show yourself that you have let go of trust issues. And a lot of you, this is in romance. It's at the bottom. Let's see what we get here with the angel answers message for Virgo, please. It says no. With the exclamation point. I see no and I see compromise here. So some of you, there's something that you may have a hard no on. They're saying compromise. Let's see what else comes out with this no. I feel like the no was like pulled out of the deck. Oh, that went back. Oh, that went back. What's going on? All right. Forgiveness. Some of y'all got to let go of some kind of forgiveness of something that happened. Some of you have to forgive something. Forgive yourself, forgive someone. That's the no. The reason you can't trust is there's something deep within you that knows you have not let go of the hurt, the pain. That causes trust issues. Yes, it does, actually. So you will tell yourself no, because forgiveness needs to be felt throughout. It needs to be done. You have to forgive and let go. Some of you may still be working through some trauma. Anything else? Big happy changes, y'all. There's a success. Big happy changes. That's the outcome. This is the outcome. I mean, I see it here. I see it here. I do. I see that you come out and you see the light. And I see the transformation happening. I see that you're merging with a higher frequency version of yourself. It's happening. It's like you're morphing together here. It's happening. Those of you who still feel like I'm not ready, just know there's still some type of forgiveness needed. From you or to you, you could be waiting for someone to ask for forgiveness. But just know if you're waiting for someone to ask for forgiveness, that in itself shows that there's some type of forgiveness needed within you. Some of y'all, this is what's holding you back. And that's this. It's like agreeing that you want to stay stuck when you can't forgive. But I'm going to leave it there, okay? I'm going to leave it there. And I hope that this was helpful. There's big, happy changes trying to happen. Big, happy changes trying to happen. That's your final card that came out. So it's like, this is a victory. Whatever it is, you choose what happens. And if you're trusting, this is what you get. A victory. Big, happy changes. Both of them have their hands up. Here. Here. Okay, rejoicing. All right, that's your message. I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.